What you know about these nights? Stacking bars to the 3-5. Got my juice on the trees like when it's night, man, I see like no else.
My name's Amadu Kanu Jr. and I was born on the 28th of December in 2001 at Guy's in St Thomas's Hospital. So around the age of 5, I attended a primary school named Blxck, which is in Southwark, and my earliest football memory there would probably be just having a kickabout with a group of my friends during lunchtime. So around the year 3 or 4, I ended up breaking into the school football team, and that really inspired me to play football outside school as well. So by the time I had reached age 8, I just come to a conclusion that, yeah, this is what I want to do. I just want to be playing football. So I ended up telling my mum, and she ended up finding a local team for me named Greenhouse Bethune. I felt that as time passed by, I was able to find myself, and I realised that I was a good fullback as I was really pacey. I was able to chase my opponent down and win the ball and physically budge them off the ball, which allowed me to win most of my individual battles. So I was able to get the move to Fisher via a 6-week trial period, which I ended up being successful in, and because of this I was able to spend a good 4 seasons with them. So during my time at Fisher, I was able to advance in many different positions like centre mid, up front, left wing, right wing, which it helped me a lot because by the time I was in secondary school, I was able to make a transition from a fullback to a winger. To be honest, I felt that the transition here allowed me to express myself more as a player, as I wasn't just using my pace to sprint back and get the ball. I was also using it to beat defenders and whip the ball into the box in order for my attackers to get their head onto you. So after my trial at EFA, the founder and director was able to get me and my mum in for a meeting, and he basically told me how he'd like to offer me a tier 1 scholarship. I was also told that the head of scouting for Sport Lisbon liked me, so this meant that I was able to have the opportunity to fly out to Portugal the following year in order to trial for Sport Lisbon Academy and stay in their facilities. So due to what EFA had to offer me, I just had to make the decision to grab it with both hands and leave Fisher in the end. During my time at EFA, I felt that I was able to become a successful attacker, mainly because I was able to finish top goal scorer there for 2 seasons consecutively. I was able to participate in one of the world's biggest youth football tournaments in Sweden for free, and I also had the chance to trial for Sporting Lisbon on 3 separate occasions, 3 years in a row, until I reached the age of 16. So by the time I reached 16, I didn't hear anything from Sporting Lisbon, so I decided it was time to leave EFA and simply focused on getting signed for a club here in England. So as a result of that, I ended up playing for a club named Ashford Town under 18s, looking to potentially break into their first team, whilst at the same time I had the trial for Stevenage FC, which ended up being unsuccessful. So because of this, their head of recruitment was able to recommend me directly into their elite development program so that I could just shadow the academy scholars at Stevenage and potentially join them if I was good enough. My time at Stevenage development program in the beginning was quite hard, as I was spending £30 a week on transport. I knew nothing about the environment and it wasn't close to home. But I still didn't let this affect my playing career, as I still was able to finish top goal scorer in my first season there. So this is when DC Academy came in the cut, and I ended up going through their page via Insta, and I saw that they will be holding a pre-season training session camp, which will consist of just training and matches throughout the whole of the summer. So I ended up going to DC's pre-season camp, which I really enjoyed, and we had around 6 matches, and during those 6 matches I scored around 14 goals, so that was nice. And in my last match I was able to bag a hat-trick, which allowed me to represent Peckham Town under 23s the next day. To be honest, I felt quite nervous during my debut for the under 23s, but the more I got the ball, the more I felt confident, and the more I showed why I deserved to be there, as that was my first time playing senior football, so I didn't really know what to expect. But luckily enough, I was able to receive a phone call from Dylan saying that I played good and I was able to impress the manager during my 23s debut, which allowed me to get the chance to play for the Peckham Town first team 2 days later. So I found my Peckham Town first team debut quite difficult as I was playing out of position. I'm usually an attacking player, so I play anywhere in the front three, but I had to put in a shift at right back, which was difficult, but I was able to play good in the end, which allowed me to get called up for the first team again in the next 3 or 4 occasions. So after that, because I was playing for DC as well alongside Peckham Town first team, Dylan was able to tell me that a club called Sutton Common Rovers, they've seen DC's Insta page and they've seen me on it, and they've seen my goal scoring ability and they've been impressed by that, so they would like me to go and trial for them. I've currently enjoyed these 7 months at DC as it has allowed me to showcase my talent on Instagram and YouTube. I've managed to build new ties with different type of players. I currently hold 30 goals and I'm just looking to score many more. So thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed it and look forward to seeing you guys soon.
What you know about these nights? Stacking bars to the 3-5. Got my juice on the trees like when it's night, man, I see like no.